didn't look. It wasn't a great game at all, was it?
It didn't look great.
It was a tough watch, that.
It was a tough watch.
Thank God Luke Littner served up some brilliant piece of darts, mate.
Yeah.
It was superb, wasn't it?
I mean, look, obviously on Drive earlier, Goldstein was talking about it, and I said this the other day. I actually said it with Razor last night. I was saying, like, is he the greatest sportsman ever at 16 years old?
See, I will take issue with that.
Go on, why?
One, I don't think darts is a sport.
What?
I don't think darts is a sport, right?
That's a disgrace.
I don't think darts
What do you mean?
Well, so the other day we had Full of Power in here. I've said this for
I've
years.
said it before, but come on, mate.
I know I'm in the minority.
Now you're saying it actually on air.
No, but I'm in the minority, right? I know a lot, but there's also a lot of people agree. But it doesn't to say that I don't love it, which I do.
Then? Well, what is it?
It's a game.
What do you mean it's a game?
It's a game.
It's a sport.
It's a game.
No, but it's a sport.
It's a game.
It's competition. You're up against
You
someone.
have Tiddlywinks as competition. It's not a sport, is it?
Well,
if you had world champions at Tiddlywinks and it was on Sky, would you say it's a sport?
If it's on Sky, then yes, it's a sport.
They've got poker on Sky. That's a sport. Poker's... See, there you go. You're talking about
it's a tactical game with competition. You're playing against someone.
A game. Well done. Not sport.
Are you poo-pooing Luke?
No.
No, you are, because it does. It sounds like you are.
No, not at all. I know a lot of people will disagree with me, but there's a lot of people who will. I don't consider snooker a sport either.
Oh my God! Oh my word! Oh my word! You're disgrace. You're disgusting.
Not really.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't.
Snooker's one of the hardest games, if not the hardest games.
See, game again. Well done. You got it right. It's a game. I see that as a game.
Well, of course it's a game. Football's a game.
My take on this.
Football's a game.
My take on this is, if you can smoke a fag, have a drink, and wear your own shoes while you're playing it, it's not a sport.
You're out.
No?
No, it's poor, mate.
No?
Darts is brilliant.
No,
Luke Littler's unbelievable.
Jay,
I mean, this kid is unbelievable. 16 years old.
No, don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore it and I love it. And my wife and I would watch it all over the last 3 or 4 days. When they come back yesterday, didn't they? From the last night. But there's the games going in and around Christmas, just after Christmas.
Yeah.
Honestly, for drama, it's sensational stuff.
It is, yeah.
It is, and I love it. But, I know a lot, but I don't see why anyone would be too upset by what I said, because if people think it's a sport, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that.
No, it's a sport. No, it's a sport, right? I mean, people can argue with that, whatever. They can argue with you over that. It's a sport. It's competition, it's practice, preparation, mentality.
All of that.
You are all of that. You're at the top of your trade.
All of that.
You've got to go through competitions to get there.
Yes.
You get ranked.
Yes.
It's a sport. It's a sport, Jace. It is. It's a sport.
Fine. Okay. You and I will have to just agree to disagree on this one. So I don't see it as a sport.
Luke Littler, though, right? I mean, we'll talk the football as well, and I want to hear from West Ham fans, obviously, because tonight was poor, and David Moyes' contract is one that will be on the lips of West Ham people, because I said I think he deserves a new deal. I think there is West Ham fans out there who are hating this football and don't really want to be a part of it.
But they're not always like that, West Ham. They're not always that dull. And don't forget, he didn't have Kudus. I know Brighton, a player's missing as well. But he's getting... See, the difference between, say, him and someone like Postecoglou will only play one way. And it's going to be this way and that. David Moyes can adapt. And if he will adapt his team, doesn't always get it right. I mean, they got pumped 5-0 away at Fulham. They got pumped at Liverpool recently in the Carabao Cup, so he doesn't always get it right. But I think that in terms of adapting and getting the best out of this squad, it's hard to argue with that, isn't it? No?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the messages here. Baking cakes in a competition, it's on TV. Is that sport? Honestly, people agree with you. Honestly, completely agree with Jason. Darts and snooker are games, not sport. Highly skilled games, but not sport.
And they have their own play. Look, I know the vast majority of people will disagree with me, right? But I personally don't consider it a sport. It's a brilliant game. You can go into a pub, right?
Yeah.
But name another sport. You can go in and play a pub. Name another sport.
Pool.
That's not a sport, ever, is it?
Yeah. Snooker.
Again, that's not a sport. Name it. You can't play tennis in a pub, can you? Can't play tennis. If you can play it in a pub, it's not
Dominoes.
A sport. Again, it's not. Come on. Work with me on this one. Table tennis. Table tennis is a sport.
Table tennis is a sport.
Table tennis is a sport.
But darts isn't.
No.
Oh, come drop me out of it.
No.
What are you going on about?
No, table tennis is a sport.
Honestly.
I class that as a sport. You need a
Why?
Because the word sport
What do you need?
Well, you need
We need athleticism to play table tennis.
Yes. Have you seen the world champions?
Oh,
mate, you need to be fit to play table tennis.
He's peak performance, Luke Littler. Look at him. He's peak. he's a peak male performance.
Mate, he is probably going to go down as the best. He could go, and who knows what he's going to achieve. And I'll give you that. He's brilliant, and I love watching him, and I hope he wins it. It's not sport.
Well, you can have your say on this. And is it the greatest achievement ever at 16 years old? Bigger than a World Cup, bigger than a tennis, bigger than table tennis, or a snooker championship, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Let's go to Eddie. He's a Watford fan. All right, Eddie?
All right, Ed.
Hey, evening, boys. How are you,
I'm
folks?
all right, Eddie. How are you?
Happy New Year, Ed.
Thank you. Yeah, Happy New Year, boys. Did you have a good one?
Yeah. I had a great one. Yeah, I was away from Cundy all for it, so brilliant.
What did you get? By the way, before I start by Luke Littler, what did you get your missus for Christmas, Jamie? Because
you won't believe this, right? I trumped Jason Cundy's cheese knives, and what was the other thing you bought?
I bought her some socks, cheese knives, candles.
Yeah.
She also got a watch, which
but
the little fillers.
Do you know what I got? Right.
I think I do know. You sent me a photograph.
Amazing. I got her a duck down, goose down, feathered pillow, and a diary.
Oh, a diary. A diary's brilliant, mate.
That's unbelievable.
Sorry.
That got me out of a massive hole.
What hole?
I was in a hole, mate.
What,
the pillow got me out of a massive hole. A John Lewis pillow. Got me out of a huge hole, mate. She was over the moon with that.
Oh, yeah, I wonder what she'd use it for.
It
was brilliant. She loved it.
Oh. No, good, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now, I was getting a bit worried. I was listening to the video from when I talked to you last before Christmas. I'm thinking, oh my God, what did Jamie actually do?
I know. I mean, look, I just wrap myself up every morning, Eddie. I'm the Christmas present.
Imagine, mate, it feels like she won a double rollover every time she wakes up next to O'Hara. She won the double rollover again.
I won the Euro Millions again this morning. O'Hara's next to me.
All you need better is Jamie, Jason Cundy's voice. Has anyone seen Spurs? That's all you need.
Right, Eddie, look, talk to me about Luke Littler. You're a darts fan. Wow. I mean, how good is he? He's absolutely fantastic. I love watching him.
Do you know what the scary thing is? I was watching it tonight. Obviously, you two mentioned it. Rob Cross didn't even play that badly. That's the scary thing about it. He didn't even play that badly. He
sucks the life out of him, didn't he?
I know. And you can see Rob Cross is getting visually frustrated and shaking his head and everything. He's thinking, how am I getting beaten and battered by the 16-year-old kid?
But he's a genius. So I said to Dave before coming in, he may be 16, but we're talking about a genius here. And I think that softens the blow, the fact that we are talking about probably the best young darts player in the world ever.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Absolutely. Even McGray, in my opinion, the greatest of all time, Phil Taylor, even said he was better than him, but he wasn't 16. That speaks volumes already. And the confidence as well. Everyone's saying, look how cocky he is. But the difference is, at the moment, at this present time, boys, he's backing it.
Yeah,
so he could be cocky. He can get away with it.
If he wins it, Eddie, in terms of an achievement for a 16-year-old, do you think it's one of the greatest ever?
I don't think it's the greatest, but I think it's one of the greatest, But, I mean, I've never seen
it's the World Cup at the end of the day, isn't it? It's the World Cup of darts.
It is. But, I mean, in terms of sport, I just agree with Jason. I don't think it's actually a sport, as much as I love it.
This is harsh and darts.
I love
you can still love it. I don't.
Yeah, I agree. I see
still
where
love
you're coming from, Jason. I see where you're coming from, because me and you could just go to the pub, have a fag in our hand and, have a beer and then just throw it. It's not really a sport.
Yeah, but he used to do that when he played as well.
I know, but... it's more of a game. It's more of a strategy game.
And clearly, there's a dartboard up in the green room, right? There was a darts tournament for talkSPORT the other week. Let me tell you, mate, you don't know how good these lads are until you pick up some darts and you try it yourself. Because I'm pony.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. Terrible.
What, football or darts?
Terrible. Honestly. And then these guys are, he's just...
Mate, look, Littler, I've never seen anything like it. He throws the dart and then the second dart goes in the same hole. It's like I've never seen anything like it.
They're touching the hole.
They're touching the same hole, like bang bang straight in. I'm like,
scary.
wow. I'm like, nah, this is on another level. I've never seen that before. He's that good.
100%.
Eddie, look, listen, top man, mate.
Cheers,
I really
Ed.
appreciate you phoning in.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.